And in other news tonight here in Kern County, we're surrounded by what are called food desert communities, which means residents in those areas are miles away from the nearest grocery store. But due to supply chain issues, these shoppers aren't able to purchase the items they're used to traveling for. This makes it even harder to stick to healthy eating habits. 23 ABC's Brianna Polk joins us now in East Bakersfield with tips to assist those who are seeking better food options in the midst of these shortages. Brianna.
Fresh vegetables, fruits, and meats are some of the very grocery items that people seek to purchase, especially when trying to maintain a clean diet. But it's important for people to be aware of exactly what ingredients make their grocery selection healthy, even amidst a lack of products. Dr. Hebert of Adventist Health says that while produce items might not always be accessible, shelved food items are also an option. Still, people should understand what they're putting inside their body.
Just getting in the habit of reading food labels, learning what is healthy on a food label and what is not. There are healthy foods available, but you need to know what to look. You don't want to get things that are too high in sodium, especially if people have high blood pressure or heart disease issues, things that are too high in sugar or carbohydrates and things like that, if they suffer with diabetes and such. And so learning how to learn and to interpret those food labels and make smart choices by comparing things side by side is the best option when you don't have fresh food available.
Hebert adds that while less healthy food is cheaper and easier to come by, those who are dedicated to maintaining a healthy diet can still do so, even as we face supply chain shortages. He especially encourages those with medical conditions such as diabetes and obesity to be extra cautious when it comes to their ingredient selection. Now, those who are seeking food supply assistance can visit local food banks such as Cap K. And coming up at 6, we'll have more on how these food shortages have heavily impacted those of the lower income communities here in Kern County. Live in East Bakersfield, Brianna Polk, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
And one of the main factors in all of this when it comes to shopping for healthy food is, of course, the price. Over the past few years, the cost of almost everything you buy has gone up. We're taking an in-depth look tonight at how much the cost of some items has risen and at ways that you can save. According to data released in November of 2021 by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, steaks have seen the highest price jump annually, costing 24.9% more in October than they did a year ago. Eggs were 11.6% more expensive than 1 year ago, and chicken, often a staple of healthy eating, costs 8.8% more. Cereal was 5% more expensive, and baby food prices grew 7.9% annually. And here are some tips from the food blog Eat This, Not That on how to save at the store right now. First, find plant-based protein solutions. Some plant-based ground beef options like Impossible or Beyond Burger are even cheaper than some of the organic or natural options on shelves right now. Next, look for produce elsewhere. When heading to the grocery store, start in the frozen food section instead. You can likely find all of your favorite fruits and vegetables for your meals that are at a much cheaper price. Also, try dairy alternatives. Almond and oat milks are popular choices that you can easily find at the store that will have a price tag that is sometimes cheaper than your usual go-to milk or dairy products. And finally, invest in some reusable items. Try buying reusable paper towels, napkins, and even silicone bags or containers. They may be expensive at first to buy, but will save you money in the long run.